another video where I will be making my hand dipped incense. So I normally do my own incense. Well, I do. It's like so loud. I'm playing soca music. Again, excuse me, allergies season is just upon us and it's just like killing me slowly. But I purchased these unscented sticks from this vendor on Etsy. It's 100 in each bundle, and I used like 400. So I have 4 packs of these, and I have my jar I used previously with my scent, and then I used this you can't really see it, but it's a DPG. It's the component that binds the fragrance oil. Once it binds together, it then travels up the stick. Oh, this came out. So it's a simple 2 ingredient to create scented hand dip incense, but then I use my own scent mixture. This is from Candle Science, but I usually like mix my stuff together and just reuse the same bottles. So we're gonna make Smudge Me, and Smudge Me is a very woodsy sandalwood type of scent, and people love it. Like, I am restocking because it's been selling out, but I do do small batches. So this is why I'm doing 400 of each scent, and then once I'm like low, I just restock again, because I don't like to have an excess of supplies and products just sitting around not being sold. But I found some new packaging for the sticks and they're amazing. So I use my punch hole and I punch a hole in it so that way it can still breathe, but then also you could smell it when you're like trying to purchase. So how I do is I do equal parts, 1 part scent and then like 3 parts of this DPG. I'll put the link for this in the bio if you're interested in like shopping or trying your own incense. There's still some leftover scent from the previous batch, and then that's fine. It's actually okay. And then the color of this residue is because of the incense sticks. So I'm going to just slightly turn to the side so I can see. 1 part oil, which is going to be about this much. I'll put a little bit over because I love a little extra. Okay. 1 part. And I'm going to put 3 parts of the DG. So in total it's 4. So we already have 1 part. I'm gonna just pour. 1, 2. Actually, I'm gonna do 3. I'm gonna do 3. Okay. So we're doing 3. I'll do 3 because I don't want to do too much. Then I'm gonna take my wooden stick, and then you have to mix it. So you're combining the oil and the DPG together to mix. So you mix it for about a minute, a couple of seconds, just to make sure that it's combined. And don't mind the color. This is just because there was some leftover. I like to leave a little bit of the previous batch in there. That's just my thing. And then I'm going to just mix it for a few. That smells really good. I'm gonna put this over here. I'm then going to take 1 batch, use my scissors to cut the wrapping that it came with just to kind of bind it together. You can easily just pull it, but sometimes I don't want to deal, so I just cut it. Take that 100 and then just simply drop it in there like so. I take the second batch, and it gets tighter at the 300 mark, but I've done it successfully where I can fit 400 in there. So I'll just do that. Oh, okay. So this is 200. Just put it together like so. And then 300. I'm just gonna pull this string. And this is easy to make, but I think it's the scents that kind of differentiates me from other vendors. I create my scents. So this is, I just broke one. Oh no, it's okay. I probably use that one for my house. So this is 300. It can actually take another 100. We're gonna make it work. I'm gonna just pull the string, and then I'm just going to just kind of like just drop it like loosely in there. on the sides, wherever there's space. Just kind of like drop it loosely. Okay. And I find that when I do it this way, it like the incense mixture, the scent mixture, grows up the stick so quickly. And normally it would take me about 7 to 12 days, this whole process, but it actually crawls up the stick so quick. I'm like, wow, so like crazy. And then I just place it in like so, like this. I have a few here. I'm just gonna again find the empty space where they are and then just add it. So I just like kind of like press it in and then like squeeze it in. And look at that. Ooh. So there's a couple of some of the sticks that are like not perfect. I just add an extra one in someone's order. So see, 400 sticks fit in this batch, and this is Smudge Me, and this is gonna take about, I'll say 5 days for it to like go to the top of here, and then I'm gonna let it dry for another couple of days, and then I package it and label it and put it on the shelf. So this is gonna sit in a dark-ish space out of light, of course, and it's gonna do its thing. So I figured I'll seal these jars that I didn't get to seal a while ago. Actually, I just lost track of time. They were sealed on the inside, but the outside didn't have any sealant. So I'm gonna do that today so I can put them on the shelf so we can make some more parts. The weather is getting really nice now, which is great. So we need to start restocking because we have so many markets coming up that we need some more jars. So yeah, while I do, I'm just gonna talk about a little bit about the business. I think I never talked about like why I actually started and how I started. So I'm just gonna go a little backstory. I'm gonna start from this side. We could use this one. So I just simply use this vegan coating that I got from the supplier, Earth Finishes, I think. I might be butchering the name, but I've been using them for years and it's been good. I've heard the formula change, but I've had this bottle for a while, so I probably still have the original before they changed it. I did find another company, but the bottle was so tiny and it's so expensive. I just don't think it's feasible for my business, so I'm gonna stick to this until I find something else. But yeah, we'll see. I still have a bunch left from this specific supplier, so we'll see. But yeah, so I started the business, I think it's 5 years now. It might be 6 years. Oh no, I don't know, because I started off like before I was a legit business. I didn't have an LLC. I was just making candles and giving to my friends and selling. I actually did not like go into business officially. I think like a year later, just testing it out to see if I actually really want to commit to that. But yeah, I started in New York, Brooklyn to be exact. I was raised in Brooklyn, and I started with like tins. I still think I do have a few of them, and then glass jars. And then when I moved to Maryland, I moved. Did I move like right before COVID? I'm not sure, but I moved to Maryland, and then I started with like these amber jars with like black lids, I think. And that was good. And then I started ordering them in bulk from China, because I figured, why am I paying a local supplier so much money for jars that I can get in like bulk? So I did that, but then COVID happened and my orders was held up somewhere on the ocean, and I didn't get to like use. I had to buy from suppliers locally, and that cost a lot of money. So I also bought a house like at the tail end of COVID. Wasn't really ended, is it? But I bought a house, and then I had some leftover cement that my dad was using to do something, and I was like, you know what? I can't return to the store. Like, who returns cement? It's just, my forehead is so big. Oh gosh. Yeah. So we had like a couple bags of cement. I was kind of like, wait, I have seen cement vessels. Like, let me try and like make it to see if I can, you know. So I bought some molds. Too many molds to count. I was ODing. I bought molds, and then I was just making. I made home decor. Again, I bought a house, so I'm not really like a home decor person. I don't really care for that. I'm not really care. I just don't have that knack. So I figured if I could make these unique pieces for my home, I wouldn't have to decorate as much. My logic. But I got some molds from Amazon. I got some molds from this other company online. I think they were based in Europe. And I just started making trays and plates and coasters, and I went crazy. Legit crazy. I did. But just also trying to figure out what I wanted to do, because I wasn't sure if I wanted to just do vessels and not have home decor. And I'm like a body positive person, so I got these molds of these like body sculptures, and it was a thick girl, and I am a thick girl. So I was like, wait, I love this. Like, I want to add this to my line. So then like a couple months later, I finally switched over from glass jars to homemade concrete jars. And I haven't turned back since. And I mean, and other people are doing it as well, which is great. I love that. But you really have to have an outdoor space. You can't really do concrete work in your home. I would suggest. It's very messy. It's very dusty. It's unhealthy for you to inhale the dust. It can literally kill you. So having this backyard to do this is perfect. I was like, win-win. At first, I wasn't though. At first, I was in my basement making jars like an idiot. I don't know what I was thinking. Doing that. Thankfully, I'm not dead yet. But I had a mask on, and I was like wearing PPE. You know, I was covered, but I definitely did have like it was crazy dust in the basement. So yeah, and it was just me and my dog, so I didn't really care. But then after I was like, you know what, maybe I should go outside and keep it outside. So when the weather was nice, I went outside. I started making jars. Bang. Fast forward to now, my husband is the one who makes the jars. I taught him how to make them, so it kind of alleviates me from having to make the jars, then make the candles, then label it, then package it. And so our roles are a little different in the household. He makes the jars, and he sends them down, and then I seal them on the inside and the outside. I put them on the and then when I'm ready to make candles, I just grab it and go. So it kind of works out. And then at markets, he's here to help me at markets to take payments, like, you know, to sell candles. So it works out. But yeah, that's a little bit of behind the scenes of how I got started in making concrete jars, and I love them. At first, I was a little annoyed because like they were coming out so not perfect. But then my therapist told me, your unperfect product is somebody else's perfect product. So long as it's functional and it works, even if there's like a little dent or a bubble or something, like it's okay. It's a decor piece. It's supposed to be art. Art is not perfect. And I had to see my work as art. For a while, I was just kind of like, it has to be this, it has to be that. But she really drilled in me like, art is art. And it's one's perception of art. So it's not just you. And you can't paint that perception for somebody else. You have to let them see the product and like be one with the product. So it took a while to learn that. I'm still learning because I'm a Virgo, so we are known to be perfectionists. But yeah, that's how I started, and I love it. Like, I love that I'm still a small company, and everything is kind of like small batches. I love that because I'm able to like give time to each product and like really, you know, show my love in how these are just so beautifully made. And also, I don't think I do want to grow as a business eventually, but I don't want to take away from the small handcrafted aspect of it. Like, these jars are just, look at this is beautiful. Like, this is beautiful. And I don't want to get big and expand where I'm taking away from the handmade concept, you know? So I've been struggling with like, do I want this to expand and be a household name? But I'm thinking about it. But for now, we're handcrafted in our home. We take our time to make sure each jar is sealed properly. And we seal them because once we pour the candle wax in there, it doesn't seep through the concrete. That's why we seal them. I seal it on the outside because I just don't like that matte look. And if your hand is wet or it has oil and you touch it, it's gonna have the fingerprint of that, and I just don't like that look. So I wanted to just seal it on the outside so that way it's just water resistant. And then what else I could say? Maybe I think that's pretty much it. I've been in Maryland for a couple of years now and I love it here. Maryland has been good to me. I've finished school here. I have my MBA from Morgan State University. I met my husband, not in Maryland, but like we've like, you know, set our grounds here. Yeah, and I love it. I bought my first home because there's more coming. But yeah, I just love it here. It's just very good to me. The small business community, they're so amazing. They're so supportive. I love that there's no competition. Like you don't feel, even if you sell the same product, you don't feel the competition. Like there's enough money in the world for everyone to get a piece of the pie. And that has been my saying for a very long time. There's enough money in the world to go around. We don't have to compete with each other to try and like steal from each other, or like, I don't think that's necessary. There's enough money to go around. So that's kind of like my thought process. So other than that, I make candles, room sprays. We have the hand dipped incense sticks, home decor, and I also published a journal, a candle scented journal. I haven't been heavily pushing it because I just don't feel like my community is ready for that just yet. So I've been personally using my journal, but I think in a couple of months I am going to push the product for sure, because it's a candle scented. I feel like once you love and know my candles, then you probably appreciate the journal even more. But it's based off of that, so to speak. But yeah, I have a journal, I have home decor, I have perfume coming out, which I'm super excited about. I've been testing for months. I've been wearing it every day. I've had my friends try it out and they love it. I've had people at markets I tested out love it. I even have my trainer, he's like, whoa, this is good. My hairstylist, like they all are like, this is really good. I can't wait to buy this. When is this available? And I'm like, it's coming soon. It's coming soon. But yeah, and I also have refill candles as well. So once you're finished using your jar, you can refill any other scent that you would like to try. So you just clean out your jar with a spoon or a butter knife or something. Just scrape out the excess wax and then pop in your refill into your jar and just keep on using it. I will say 4 times. I've done more than that, but to be on the safe side, 4 times. So yeah, I provide you the actual wax with the wick and whatever scent that you wanted to try. Yeah, I do that. So I think it's a pretty cool concept. You get to keep your jar instead of throwing it away, because of course we're working so hard to make them. Why throw it away? But yeah, that's what the refills are. But back to the perfume. I'm in love. It's gonna be a very, very small batch. Again, I'm keeping this small and kind of inclusive. It's only gonna be 80 bottles sold. I'm only making 80. That's it. And once I restock, I'll restock. But I only started with 80. I only want to do 80. So yeah. So if you're a part of that 80, good luck, because after that I probably won't have it in stock for maybe like a month or 2. But I want to test it out and see how it does. But it's 2 different scents. The first one is called The Good Life, which is namely after the candle The Good Life. Amazing, my favorite scent. And then the second one is Amber Vanilla Woods. So it's more of a woodsy. If you love Smudge Me, if you love mahogany teak wood, those kind of scents, like that will be the scent for you. The Good Life, if you're into floral, powdery scents, a little amber maybe, but it's very potent and it's good for layering as well. So if you have a luxury scent that you do love, you can use mine as a base, and then top it off with your luxury scent. I also like to use body oils on my skin, and once I spray the perfume on there, it elevates it even more. It lasts like so long. On its own, the perfume lasts about, I would say 6 hours, but with a oil base, longer because the oil retains that moisture from the perfume. So yeah, I think that's pretty much it. You know, this little session of a little bit of BTS while I do this. I'm actually on my little lunch break from work actually. I figured I'll just get this done. Probably take me about 20 minutes. We're almost done. We have like 4 more left. And that's it. Thanks for watching.